Of course, she said Ariel. Okay. Peace, YouTube. We about to go ahead and get started, baby boo boo. You know I missed you, the gang and the crew. All right, hold on. Now I gotta fix my piercing. All right. Peace and wellness, babies, and welcome to today's show. Welcome to the Crystaline Mars show. I am your co-host, Mrs. Duüblè Jones, the lady with the stones, the come here's and the leave us alones, and we invite you here. Every night we go live, so turn on your notifications so you don't miss a beat, because it's always a vibe, I guarantee you that. And if you do so happen to miss a beat, it'd be like that. It's all right. You can run it back on repeat, on replay, on YouTube. Head over to all of our social media platforms, y'all. We're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at Crystaline Mars. We only have one page per platform, so do not be scammed, and we will never solicit you for any of our services. So if you do see someone in your DMs soliciting you, red flag, it is not us. Thank you for your orders. Thank you for your Just Because love donations. I got a few Just Because love donations. It's been a minute since I've gotten Just Because love donations. Over the past few weeks, I'd say I've just been getting like exchanges. There has been like Kai did bless us Just Because, and there probably were like one or two. I'm not gonna say I didn't receive any, but I don't really remember receiving any Just Because. And today I got two Just Because love offerings, and I was like, oh, thanks. I greatly appreciate that. Without me, I mean, I guess it was like there was an exchange, because y'all know I always show up, but it wasn't like I had to work for it, if you know what I mean. So thank you for your Just Because love. Thank you for showing up in whatever way you choose to do so. Thank you for your orders. CrystallineMars.com. Go check out our jewelry. I'm still wondering why some of these lovelies are still here. We have some powerful pieces here that are still on sale, still available. And one of them is this selenite piece here. And this is a very great piece to have, especially during this time, with this very dense energy. This one is going to help cleanse and charge your energy and protect your energy. And we still have the unwavered. And we have the paradise set available. So this is the unwavered copper necklace. We have the bracelet available as a set on CrystallineMars.com as well. So head over there if you hadn't already and claim your baby boo. I do have another baby boo in queue. I'll be posting her maybe later on tonight. I have a pendant with just this centerpiece. So y'all see Peace, Chick Ba, and everyone else on YouTube. Y'all see the centerpiece. I have a pendant with only that centerpiece. So if you like the charms or it's out of budget and you would just like the pendant itself, I will be posting one of those as well a little later tonight. And this is available as a set as well on CrystallineMars.com. So thank you in advance to whoever will claim these pieces here. And you can also book any services on CrystallineMars.com. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the message of the day. And the message that I channeled from the guides are, you releasing them and moving on was one of the best things that you could have done for yourself. This could have been people that you released earlier this year. This could have been people that you recently released here. And this message came through right now because, honestly, I'm picking up on somebody external. I'm picking up on somebody's energy, like past cord connection energy. And somebody's definitely going through it. Somebody is definitely battling spiritual warfare times 10. And if you knew what I knew, if you knew what your ancestors knew, if you were able to get a glimpse of what that person is experiencing spiritually, emotionally, mentally, as well as physically, you will be grateful that you removed yourself when you did. So if you were second guessing, if you were wondering, if you were reminiscing, if you were thinking about spinning the block, I need you to not do so. And you may get wind of what's going on with them very soon. You may hear through the grapevine. You may It may be revealed to you in a dream, or you may actually see this person, or, you know, get um, first dibs in regards to what's going on with them. So that's the message, all right? That's the best thing that you could have done for yourself. It feels very like manipulative and narcissistic type energy here that I feel. And you may have been just trying to make ends meet. You may have attracted this person because you were in a low vibration, or maybe you vibrated. You were a vibrational match at that time, and so y'all were vibing. And then as you began to do the healing work, you know, you began to see the shift and the rift in the relationship, and it was all divinely orchestrated. Okay, so that concludes the message of the day, and I'm going to go ahead and get into the daily energy, y'all. Peace, just Kyle, Weary Bunny. Of course, babe. Kyla said, you're right on. You're always right on time. Thank you. Of course. Of course. And when you first let go of people, and you're like on a journey of trusting your intuition, and when you're taking your spiritual walk seriously, and you're trying to cultivate the energy of harmony and embody love, it's often that we go back and forth where we're like, well, maybe there's a middle that can be found. Maybe, you know, I could shift my perspective, and we can, you know, we can get along, and we can grow and things like that. But when a lot of the times when we are being separated, it's for a reason, and every time it's not permanent, but most times it's not for a season. So let it be what it be, and if it's supposed to come back, it will. Okay, so the song that's playing right now is Shout. On my YouTube algorithm, this little gospel short reel keeps showing up, and I don't know if y'all know, if y'all saw it, but it's like, it go like, work it out, God's going to see you through, work it out, God's going to you, work it out, and they just be shouting. I butchered the words. Y'all know I'm gonna always butcher a word, but it was like, that's how it was, and the people would be shouting to like the gospel little song, and the song that's Shout. That's right. The song is Shout. The song right now that's playing is called Shout. Shout. I cannot talk. And so like I said, if you knew, if you knew what was going on, you'd be shouting. Okay. Hallelujah. All right. So I'm going to be covering the daily energy for 10/6. Y'all, we're almost in year 2025. Like, it's kind of wild how we just, like, how fast this year moved. Did this year move fast for anyone else? Tiffany said, love your genuine spirit, never stop being you. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Is it moving fast for anybody else? Like, damn, we're in October. We only got 2 months left. Sheesh Louise. But I'm going to be covering the energy for October 6th, 2024 here. And so the moon is still in Scorpio on this day. It will be transiting into Sagittarius, but it'll be in Scorpio. And so, you know, that Scorpio is the shadow. This is Sunday, so we have the light there. So definitely be aware of naivety as well as negativity. I do feel like some extremes energy. Y'all say, yeah, it's been moving fast for you. No, facts. But yeah, it's this extreme energy here where you may try to lean heavily on the positive side, or you may find yourself drowning in negativity. And we are being encouraged to find a middle ground, find a balance here, and don't be so naive about what's happening. You know, just see the duality in all things. You may also want to, like, you may be fixated on doing certain things in a certain way, and we're also being called to be flexible and be fluid, okay? Because this is a 6 that's reminding us of balance. So consuming your fair share, not overindulging, not overexerting, not over communicating. Just, you'll do what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, how it needs to be done. So just surrender and allow for your higher self to guide you here, and allow your shadow to be behind you. So seeking duality, consuming fair share, gluttony, like, do not be greedy on this day. Seeking clarity will be beneficial for you as well. All right. There may be some dark situations, you know, there may be some dark energy that you attracted, that you even exchanged energy with. And this will be a great day to explore that and zoom out and seek a higher perspective for a greater understanding of that. Okay. Crystals for the day are malachite, topaz, amethyst, and sodalite. And the colors for the day are black, gray, and white. Welcome in. You said the white looks good on you. Facts. Thank you kindly. So now we're going to go ahead and move into tarot tea time, y'all. We pushing through the day. Let me ask the guys if he'll be able to make it tonight. Will you be, is someone anniversary coming up soon, or somebody's going to a wedding or something soon? Will you be able to go join tonight? Are any of our lovelies here? We did have a lovely send a love offering. We have a few of y'all on queue, honestly. So I'm going to just call y'all forth. And if y'all are here, I need y'all to stay with us. I'll be doing the personal readings after the collective. But we have Shrooms Lady, Gabriella, Loriana Brock, and Hakeem from YouTube yesterday. Are any of you here? If so, show yourself and let me know what kind of reading you would like. Oh, so Rucker said, Blaze, how are you? I was looking for you yesterday. The white is you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all remember in the summertime where I wore white for like 2 weeks straight? I'm feeling kind of whitey though, honestly. I need more white. But I might be rotating my little 7, 8 white outfits because I am feeling whitey, honestly. But hold on, y'all. I'm thirsty. All right, peace to you from Detroit. Okay, so it's going to be a collective general reading. I want you to take what resonates, and whatever does not, leave it. It's not for you, okay? Everything ain't for everybody. And move the energy around. All right? Trust your intuition and discernment. I'm just channeling the messages here. You say I'm looking at you and watching football. Who playing? What's the score? I don't care who's playing. What's the score? Thank you, Raisecraft. Aw, Blaze. I shade to that. Okay, Lagasse is on his way. Coolio. YouTube, the connection a little funky. YouTube, can we get the likes up, please, and thank you. 0 to 3. Okay. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. What is this about? Some of y'all may have had some very vivid dreams. You may have been more like astral projection, astral traveling. Here, tell me more. Thank you. So we have Pleiades, double mission, channeling, and uplifting humanity here. Okay. So there may be some things that are revealed in regards to your purpose, or I'm seeing an initiation happen as well in the spiritual realm. Interesting. Tell me more. Tell me more. Some of you may even want to begin to like have a dream journal by your side. Ashe. Tam said, you look so mystical. Ashe. You look like a real good tarot card reader. You got the whole get up on. Hey, Molly. All right, what we got? Oh my gosh, it's too much. No. So, all right. Okay, so we have a bottle out here. Interesting. So with this enigma, the unknown, pay attention to dreams. channeling and uplifting humanity here. So some of y'all are going to find yourself being more gravitated to more like esoteric podcasts, videos, YouTube channels, content as a whole here. Okay. Yeah, it does feel like you may still be interested in like, regular 3D earthly things, but it's definitely going to be you're definitely going to be interested in more like information to help give you an understanding about the mind, body, spirit, soul, and things like that. You may also come around like on your YouTube, there may be like old teachings from like the early 2000s and like 1990s and things like that about spirituality, and astrology, numerology that may start showing up on your algorithm randomly. Well, it's not random, but definitely some gems here. Tiffany said yes, wow. Okay. Hey, Baba. Baba just joined. He's probably trying to see what I'm doing. What we got? So we have the Eight of Swords here. I love this. So if you are feeling a little cloudy, if you are feeling a little confused, if you are feeling a little stuck in a space mentally, I do see you freeing yourself from that, and your energy, your energy shifting, your focus shifting on something else here. But whatever does have a hold on your mind, it may be something that you're going through right now that you're trying to make sense of. You may be on the fence when it comes to a decision that needs to be made here, and you may just literally be in your head about this thing. But Eight of Swords is in reverse though, so I do see that this is not going to be much longer for you. We have the King of Cups here in reverse. Interesting. There may be someone who's trying to creep back in your space. This could be someone who you release. This could be an ex-lover. This could be something. It doesn't even have to be a person. It could be something from your past that you have freed yourself from, and maybe you're thinking about it. Memories are coming up around it. Maybe they're showing up in your dreams and things like that, trying to pull you back. I do see a disconnection here with the King of Cups. I don't feel you being tempted, honestly, but you may just have to like refocus your mind, because I do see something like playing on your crown. We have the Page of Pentacles here. Yeah, you're definitely about your bag, and you're like just trying to get your money straight and your foundation together as well. Yeah, that Six of Cups flipped over, but it did not come out. Yeah, something's trying to... Yeah, here we go. I told you. So we have the Devil here. And this is something that you were once attached to. It could be an addiction. It could be an unhealthy way of living. An unhealthy person, a toxic person here. But the spiritual lesson was about not being spiritually tested, but being spiritually tempted. It is these entities, beings, energies that are attached to us. And then when we raise our vibration, when we begin to change our habits, change our mindsets, and begin to, evolve and do things different, those entities, those energies, in whatever way, shape, or form, they attempt to tempt us, so just so they can stay attached to us. Because as soon as we make that shift, and no longer entertain it, no longer feed those parasitic energies, it then has to find another host here. And so I do feel like it is something that you have cleansed already, something that you have already purged and detoxed out of your system, and it may be trying to come back and stick here, but it's not. It's not. I do see that you're closed off to it, because the Devil also represents that Capricorn energy, which has to do with boundaries. So I see your boundaries here, and your heart may, want to reconnect, but it's like, but your other chakras are blocked. Like, well, I don't want to say like they're blocked, but they're more so like you feel it, but you're not like allowing it to like take over your mind, or that's what I mean by blocked. Like you're not letting it cast an illusion and enter, you know. And so this could be you releasing with love. This can be you having compassion. This can be you forgiving someone. This can be you having empathy for even that past version of yourself, but not choosing to go back though, you know. Yes. So now we're back here. Exactly. So remember I told y'all the Six of Cups, it flipped over, but it didn't come out. But then the Queen of Swords just flipped out. And so this is you standing on business, you know. This is you speaking, saying what needs to be said and saying no with confidence, you know, speaking with conviction, not feeling bad for, you know, closing certain doors here, because there was definitely something here that was holding you back from growing and evolving. It was like, why would I go back to that? Like, I feel so much better now. I feel so much better without you in my space. I don't have to worry about your stress, or I feel so much better now that I don't smart. I feel so much, you know, more clear, like I could think clearly, or, you know, whatever these things are that you've released. It's like you are feeling better and lighter as a result of releasing it. So for you, it's like, why would I go back again? Like, what's in it for me again? Yeah, we have the Three of Swords here. So I told you this is something that you've separated from. This is something that you separated from. And remember I said at the beginning of for the message of the day, where I said releasing them or that thing was the best thing that you could have done for yourself, because only if only you knew what that energy was going to drag you and put you through because of what it was going through. Some of us were attached to lower vibrational entities where it was going to keep us in this low vibration, keep us in a victim lack mindset, heartbroken mindset, heartbroken space, you know, and that was needed. But the energy definitely feels the separation here, like I said, and it may hurt, you know, but you have to do what's needed for you at this point. It does feel like there was mental games here, or like friction, static here. Like maybe you all didn't think the same, and it's okay to not think the same, but it's like literally they weren't on the same vibration. Like they weren't trying to zoom out and see more for themselves, and it was just kind of hard to talk and build with them. Yeah, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse here, so this is a halt. Okay, so we're about to shift here. We're about to shift the focus of the reading, because enough about that. Let's talk more about the collective. I want to tap into some future energy for the collective here. Let's tap into future energy for the collective. Congo said, Crystaline, is beautifully scary how on point your reading is. Ashe. You was heartbroken letting them go, yeah. Shrooms lady in the building. You gonna stay with us today so I could get your reading out the way? So we have gloomy thoughts here. Oh, hell, this is future? Okay, what we got? Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this. Oh, Lord. We have gloomy thoughts and we have sad news here. Gloomy thoughts and we have sad news for the future here. Yeah, no, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm reading the message. You know, I clearly asked about future. We have infectious disease here. Okay, so interesting. Okay, now give me some clarifiers for this sad news. Like, what's up with this sad news? Can you tell me more about this sad news? Okay, we have military person here from the sad news. Okay, 2233, April 15th, April 5th. March 3rd here. Gloomy thoughts. What's this gloomy thoughts? We have bundle of joy. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. And we have infectious disease clarified by rich man. So this is interesting. With this sad news and military person, this future, okay, coolio. Gotcha. So this sad news is military person. With the sad news, there are some things that you may be a little sad about because you see that there are certain things that you cannot tolerate anymore, certain environments, certain people, certain conversations, certain music, certain things that you once enjoyed. And on the other end, there may be some people who are a little saddened to hear that you're not who you used to be, right? Because of the maturity here, because of discipline here, because of the standard that you're being held at now. Um, Interesting. And also, this is for a few people, but I did channel this message and it's coming back up now as I tap into this sad news and military person. Also, someone or a few people are a little in their feelings because of how you rose, because of how things are turning around for you. Some of you used to be very, very insecure. Some of you used to be very, very shy. Some of you used to be very, very overlooked, and the tables have turned, and now you're overbooked, or now you are loving yourself more. You're putting more effort into your look. Some of you have been losing weight or doing better when it comes to your hygiene here, and you're just radiating this beautiful glow. Even if you may be in the midst of a storm, it's like your resilience though, like your perseverance, like you are definitely navigating this space with grace, and you don't. YouTube, we keep tweaking. So for the gloomy thoughts, and we have a bundle of joy here. This is external. This is interesting. This is so interesting because y'all know these first cards came up. They were a little funky. We had the sad news, we had gloomy thoughts, and we had infectious disease. That is the external energy that I've been tapping into. Because at the bottom of the deck, this is you. At the bottom of the deck, we have the military person, right? You growing up, you setting boundaries, you being more disciplined, you being more focused here. And then we have bundle of joy. This is you birthing new things, right? And we have rich man here, which is also you. So back to this card here, we have the gloomy thoughts and we have the bundle of joy, right? This is just confirming what I literally just channeled, where it's like some people are going to watch you from the sidelines, hear through the grapevines about all that you are birthing. Some of y'all are also going to be getting pregnant very soon as well, or expanding your family in whatever way, shape, or form. You may be getting another pet and having a child as well. That's for a few. So those of you who are open and this resonates with you here. But with this gloomy thoughts, that 33 that adds up to 6, it definitely feels like somebody is, on the other end. It feels imbalanced here. Is no harmony here, like I said, and you're glad you separated yourself because this infectious disease. Remember I said, if only you knew, and the card showed up like, this is what the fuck's going on. And so it's like, you got to watch yourself when you're around these kind of people, because they will literally rain on your parade. They will literally clog up your energy, and distract you, and that's not what we need right now. Okay, so I'm gonna pull one more. I'm gonna just cut the deck and see what we have here. We have trauma bond. Here we go. So remember I said you were meeting them where they were, and that's why y'all were vibing. It was a trauma bond here. But when you began to do the work, it no longer resonated, all right? So if anything, be glad that you're not in that space anymore. Even though you may be sad, I want you to look at the other side of it like, well, hell, at least I'm not in hell anymore, You said it's sad because I really wish I could help that person. Ashe, you can help them by being the person that you was trying to get them to be. How about that? All right. Tiffany said, you are describing my situations with Ashe. So that concludes the Tarot Tea Time of the day. Shrooms Lady, are you still with us? Ashe Blaze. Shrooms Lady, are you still with us? I did get a love offering from one of our lovelies for a past life. High vibration said, why do I keep seeing knives? Why are people placing them in my front? In your front? They're placing what in your, they're placing knives in your front? Front what? Concept on point, Ashe. All right, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and, oh, Baba just came, yay. Oh, man. All right, so Shrooms Lady, are you here? Shrooms Lady ain't gonna never get this damn read. And she came in and she left. All right, let me see who the lovely was that. Alana, was this? Alana for a past life. Who are you? Where are you, Alana? Elena, where are you, babe? Lele, where you at, baby? Okay, that's you. Okay. So past life for Alana. Interesting. What I'm tapping into you, Alana, was you were in like law enforcement. I'm seeing you like as a police officer here. This is very interesting. Okay. I'm gonna pull some cards though. Of course, Tiffany. Thank you for being here with us. And thank you to all of you who are sharing this space right now. Please join Taylor and Light Souls. So past life for Elena. This is for the lovely who did the who sent their love. This is for Lele. I see we got two Elenas here, but this is for Lele who sent the love offering. It's a past life. All right. Tell me more. Interesting. Okay, so in this life, you got, okay. Okay, interesting. In this life, you got, you lost your life on the job here. You lost your life on the job. I'm seeing you were a white man. You had 4 kids and a wife. 3 girls and 1 boy. And they were between the ages of 2 and 14 here. Yeah, because that's the family of 6. This is card number 33. You had a family of 6 here. Okay. Interesting. As I cut the deck, we have the police right here. Interesting. So it feels like, because what I'm seeing right now is the hands up, don't shoot. So it does feel like there was a crossfire when it comes to trying to chase somebody who was like on the run. It was like a shootout kind of thing here. And it went straight to the dome. Interesting. Bryant was your last name. Cody was your first name. Cody Bryant. I'm like, hey, that sounds like Kobe Bryant. Okay. Interesting. So, we have renew and reverse. Renew and reverse. So it's like your wife did not feel comfortable with this. So this was like a high school, y'all were like high school sweethearts here. Your wife was very, very, very supportive, but as she began to have children, she began to be concerned, you know, about your job, you know, the type of work you did. And she really didn't want you to continue, you know, to pursue this. And you were going to be retiring soon. Dang, but you didn't get to make it there. Damn. You didn't get to make it. You had a few years left, like between 2 to 3 years before retirement. Damn. And dang, that sucks. Tell me more. We have gambling here. We have gambling here. Yeah, you were willing to risk your life because you had a big heart and you wanted to show up for those around you. Tell me more. It was interesting. Yeah, we have infectious disease here. In about 3 minutes. I'm wrapping up a reading. So with this infectious disease and we have gambling, you may have had a problem with gambling as well. That may have been a big thing that you did. Even though you really didn't have much time, but in your spare time. Interesting. So it seems like you were towards the latter part. Okay, gotcha. So it was a lot of traumatic things that you've experienced over the course of this career, and then towards the end of it, it began to like yeah, we have sad news here. Sad news. Spirit's just giving me 2014 for you. I'm not sure what this has to do with anything, but in this life, 2014, around springtime, around spring, summertime, they're connecting something there. Not sure. You take that, look and reflect back on that, look at pictures or whatever. I don't know. The spring, summertime of 2014, it may have some connection with this life or energy here. Sad. Okay, my apologies, YouTube. I don't know what's going on, but we keep having some difficulties. But you did reconnect with this lover in this life. You said, yeah, I had to switch. Yeah, you did reconnect with this lover in this life. You're single right now? Yeah, it did feel like y'all did come back together to reconnect. But something was in the way, though. Like, y'all weren't ready for whatever reason. But y'all will meet again. Like, your soul, you will reconnect with this soul again in this life. Again. Like, y'all already connected, but it was, like, too soon. Like, it felt like around high school time. It may have been somebody in high school or around that time that you felt like a deep connection with, or that you were like in love with, obsessed with. Because though you were a man in that life, and you know, our souls choose the different bodies and genders and things, but this was like a soul connection that you had with this person, but it was just like too premature. This person may be coming back around. There may be somebody from your past coming back around, and it does feel like this energy here. We have a bundle of joy, I told you. So, yeah, y'all going to pick back up where you left off. Aww. Y'all going to pick back up where you left off. I am getting a message for you to go ahead and start moving like a wife, honestly. When it comes to how you carry yourself, when it comes to how you think, when it comes to, like, your house situation, or, like, just how you move, how you speak, how you think, cooking, cleaning, you know, go ahead and start moving into that energy. This person, somebody's coming in very soon. This person is coming in very soon. And you're going to feel that connection. And it may not come in the same vessel, but the energy is going to feel so familiar here. Oh, whoa. Interesting. Oh, dang, that's crazy. So it's like the scripts flip because you had 4 kids, but she was pregnant with another. Damn. She was pregnant. So you had a that's so interesting. Interesting. Cause she was like, cause y'all met, you were like in your senior year in high school, and she was like in a freshman, sophomore. It feels more like freshman, cause I'm seeing 9 and 12. Or maybe those were the years that y'all met, cause it feels like a youthful connection. But so you were a few years ahead of her. You were a few years older than her, and she was pregnant with your child, or y'all just recently had a child. Either she was pregnant with a child, or y'all recently, like the baby was under 1 for sure. And yeah, and you transitioned before the baby, you got to grow with the baby here, and so that life was ended. You didn't get to finish, like y'all didn't get to finish y'all your contract here. So I do see a reconnection happening in this life, and you having at least 3 babies. How many kids do you have now? But yeah, I see at least having 3 babies in this life. So that's what I got for you, babe. This police card crazy though. Look at Shroom ladies coming in. Shroom, you so sickening. You are so sickening. I'm glad you here though. You know I'm talking my shit. Because you popped in earlier, and when I was asked for you, you were gone, and now you came back, and I was just about to close up, but you're here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get you out the way because it's been like 3 weeks now. But I got you. You said I don't have kids, love. Oh my God, Ashe. What's your age, if you don't mind me asking? You don't gotta say it if you don't want to. Or you can put it in anonymous if you don't want everybody in your business. But Shrooms, what kind of reading would you like? You said talk your shit, sis. You know I am. King said you remind me of Jasmine off Aladdin. Well, my birth name is Jasmine. You look stunning. Thank you. Shrooms, what kind of reading you want? Damn. You turned 29 today. Beautiful. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah, I wish Lele a happy birthday. Give me what you got for a poach shot. What we got for Shrooms? Shrooms, I do feel like you either, I don't know if you're already in this energy or this is coming, but it does feel like a lot of moody energy, like leave me alone. We have terminal illness here. We have new relationships here. So it does feel like you're blocked off. It's like you're blocked off. I don't know if you're just like, you've grown content with the space that you're in, or you're just like over people. You may be like over people. And I'm gonna pull some cards out. I'm gonna get some clarifiers. We have electrical issues. Yeah, it's like it's like the people, the vibes aren't vibing when it comes to the people. It does feel like a lot of fake people has been showing themselves or just entering your life, and they're just like really annoying, and you'd rather not. Okay, we have trauma bond. All right, and that might be the energy too, where people just want to like leech or like, you know, talk about drama or trauma all damn day, and it's like, you said you better say it. Okay, so terminal illness, we have great fortune. For real, because you're over here like, man, I'm not on that wave. Like, I am well. I do feel like you've been in, like, things have been, the wheel has been turning for you. Doors have been opening. You've been feeling better. But this moodiness is just more, it feels like annoyance here. It feels like frustration here. Like, because it does feel like you want to do it with somebody. I'm not sure if you're in a relationship, but it feels like you're like, okay, I'm like being by myself because I don't have to deal with the shenanigans, but I do want to hang out with people. I do want to travel. I do want to have that person I can confide in and like love on, and like that loves me back and like meets me where the fuck I am. Like that's your energy here. But I do see you being very focused when it comes to your evolution here. We have thoughts. We got new relationship in reverse, and we have thoughts in reverse. So literally, it's like it's very contradicting because you're open and closed at the same damn time. It's like you're open, but it has to be very, it has to be what you want it to be. And if it's not, you're like, I'm not taking the crumbs, no crumbs. We have electrical issue, traffic citation. So definitely continue to do what you're doing when it comes to, because you have no problem with cutting people off. You have no problem with being honest, you know, because the cutting people off, it doesn't feel like, I mean, it is cutting people off, but, you know, like say if you don't ghost people, like you'll just tell them like, look, I'm gonna let you go. I release you with love. And you may not even say that, but you might be like, I'm gonna let you go. It's not quite giving, so I don't want to waste your time nor mine. And that is one thing that I love about you, is that you're honest. You're honest, and you don't drag people. You don't waste your time. You don't say yes when you don't want to. And so continue to do that, because you're filtering it out quicker, you know. With this trauma bond, we have divorce. Shrew say, yes, that's so true. Just did this today. Just go seriously. So with this trauma bond and divorce here, it does. We just channeled this trauma bond energy for the collective reading, and I was talking about how, you know, you were once there. There may have been some things from your past that you were healing from and navigating, and you know, maybe there was some enlightenment that happened from the conversations that you had with certain peoples. And then when you did the work and you made it make sense, you was like, okay, I'm about to jump the fence and I'm about to go ahead and get out of this box. I'm about to go ahead and get out of this hellhole here. And I'm going to separate myself. But let's see what we have coming in for you. I want to pull some Kipper. Okay. So we have main male. I said, what's coming in for you? Are you in a relationship? We said main male here, but the main male also is card number 1, and that's Aries energy, Aries and Leo energy. So this is speaking of, it may be a confident man entering your space, but that also can speak of initiative here. You starting something new here. You said, no, I'm not. Well, I don't know. We're going to see. Ooh, we got courtship here. We got courtship here. So this may be a love interest coming in, and they grown. They grown. they been. You said, oh my God, it's an Aries guy in my space. What you doing? What you pursuing? Like, are you interested in him? Like, what's T? Is he interested in you? Like, you closed off? Like, tell me. You know I like to know. Y'all know I'm nosy. We have adjudication here. Okay. So, okay, interesting. Adjudication, and then we have mature woman. And we have wealthy man here. You said he's invested, but I'm not interested. Why not? You said I'm on the floor. Why not? It does. We have wealthy man. We have main male. We have courtship. We have adjudication. This feels like balanced energy here. This does feel like a balanced union with this adjudication court. You know, we're in Libra season, and it has to do with harmony and balance and relationships and love like that, love and things like that. And we have mature woman here with card number 6, which is also that same energy of the balance and love and harmony and relationships. And so, I mean, what you waiting for? I mean, you said I want to be self-healed first, sis. You heal as you grow. You heal as you grow. Like, we're going to always be self-healing. We are. We are until we ain't. Bye-bye, I'm ready. So stop waiting. Stop delaying yourself. It's going to always be some stuff. And more stuff's going to come to the surface when you get in a relationship. But like Brother Lagaz talked about before, oh man. Hold on, YouTube. Now Instagram tweaking. Like Brother Lagaz talked about before, we can see ourselves for where we are and who we are in our relationships. It is when we isolate ourselves and like when we, close ourselves off, that's when we begin to believe our own illusions and delusions about self, and we think something that's not even. But you really get to see who you are within your relationship. So I would definitely consider it. And we've been talking about that too, because somebody the other day came through with this same energy where she was just like, somebody was interested in her and she was like a little hesitant. And I'm not saying just like, just be with anybody, but if they're definitely checking the boxes and they're interested in you and you're like giving them your ass to kiss, or you're like stringing them along, I encourage that you tread lightly and take a step back and ask yourself, like, do I really want a relationship? And why am I in my own way right now? Because like I said, the dating pool is ghetto, and there's a lot of good men out here. And it's a lot of women out here that are looking for good men. And so it's like, if you have one that's on your scrap, if you have one that's interested in you, you over here acting like, and I said it's a lot of good men, and I won't say, I'm not gonna get into percentage, but it's hard to come across them, I'll say, or yeah. And so it's like, if you have one and you over here acting like they just replaceable, or you could easily go find another one, like you might want to reconsider, so that's all I got for you. I do see that it is definitely balance here. I do see it is balance here, and it is love here, and it can grow into something very beautiful, but you got to open yourself up to it. Your segmental. We got sudden wealth here. So you do have some things to think about, and choice is yours at the end of the day. So that concludes our readings. I'm glad now I can finally scratch your freaking name off the list. Your sickening tail. Just like this, I could have been did your reading. You could have been, in your relationship. You could have been, but you over here playing and stalling. But it's okay, because better late than never, right? But never late is better. They tell me time is money, so we'll spend it together. All right? Rare Breed said, are Pisces and Leos compatible? Well, I mean, it's more factors to it, that can tell me more. But just off the gate, are they compatible? Yeah, but Pisces a little too chill for Leos in relationship. Like, they're really kind, they're very loving, they're pretty like laid back and stuff, but they could work. They could work, but it won't be like, I won't say it won't be the best, but the Leo may be a little bored, or may take advantage of try to take advantage of the Pisces. And if the Pisces, don't set boundaries and stuff, I mean, but it's not even about the boundaries per se. The Leo might be a little too much for the Pisces. So, I mean, but I won't say anything's workable, but like I said, we can't just solely go off of the sun sign, because our moon and our other placements, it plays a factor into our energy, because just because it's a Leo sun, they may have a whole bunch of Cancer, placements, so they may be more Cancer than Leo. So there are other things that we can consider, but just off of what you told me and just off of sun signs, that's what I'd say about that. That's what I'd say about that. All right. You said, tell me about Scorpios. So Scorpios can be very secretive. They have this like mystical energy to them. Very intuitive, can be addictive as well. And like hide their emotions. And sexual as well. Like have like a promiscuity to them as well. You said thank you. Now I'm about to run for the hills. Oh hell! Wait. Wait. Hold on. Wait, Red Reed. Which one are you? Red Reed, I said we got to consider the other placements. Shroom Lady said the sex is definitely good, but I'll be damn. You so crazy. Rare Breed, which one are you? Don't do that. We gotta check out their chart. We gotta check out their chart, okay? Rare Breed said, gotta go. Oh, you're the Pisces. Okay, so how has that been so far? How has it been? How has your experience been with the lead? Like, did it resonate and you were just trying to like get confirmation? Like, is she a little too much or are they a little too much? Like, how was that? And so I said, what did I miss? Everything. We on a spiritual lesson now, babe. Red Bree said, just let me know. Should I invest more time? What about Capricorn? Capricorns can be I don't want to say cold-hearted, but they can come across as cold-hearted, argumentative, and like challenge authority, want to be in control. But they are also like very disciplined as well, or they can be disciplined and good leaders as well. You said I never date a Virgo or Pisces. Oh, you be discriminating. You be discriminating. You said who is Sag compatible with? So getting into compatibility, that's a little tricky because we really need to look into the we got to look at the charts and stuff for like the compatibility. But honestly, I think all zodiac signs can work if you understand them. Like if you look at your partner's chart and vice versa, and y'all understand each other, you can navigate the space. But if you don't understand them, if you don't know how they think, love, process emotions and stuff like that, that's when we get resistance. But I think you can make it work if you want to. You just gotta first want to, and then understand your partner's chart. So, thank you, Xavier. You said no. I'm more chill for the most part. She's chill, but she's like a hardworking, headstrong, independent type. Yeah. I mean, Ashe. Yeah, it's that lioness. INDEPEN. All right. You said, don't get me wrong, I'm a hard worker first, but super laid back and easygoing. All right. Said, laugh out loud, sex is good, but not dating wise. That's hilarious. Y'all so crazy. Ooh, what the guys got going on? Okay, y'all. So I'm going to turn the cameras around, and we're going to go ahead and get into our spiritual lesson. Oh, I got to cut the J on.
Peace, family.
Grace.
Today's spiritual lesson is on money manifestation. Most people, when you deal with money manifestations in the spiritual world, most of the spiritual world, you are you're only pulling in chunks of money, a chunk here, a chunk there, a chunk whatever, right? It is not a long-term type of manifestation. It's not a consistent manifestation, or it's very limited, right? A lot of people want to be millionaires, billionaires, or at least 100,000-aires, right? But you are struggling in your manifestations. Well, one concept to understand is that in manifestation you have man. So that's something to think about right there, which means that there is a high level of masculinity that is required, right? Masculine thought. Now, the reason why most people struggle with their money manifestations is because you don't understand. We'll put it this way: your subconscious is what does the majority of the manifestation work, right? But it's based off of what your consciousness understands. A lot of times, based on what your consciousness understands. And so a lot of people, they struggle with how much they can actually manifest money-wise because they don't have much of a conscious understanding of what it is they're trying to manifest, right? You understand what bringing in $500 is. You understand what bringing in maybe even $1,000 is. But to bring in 100,000, 200,000, 200,000, a million, most people's minds don't really understand what that actually looks like. So I've broken it down to make it easier. This is something that I live by. I've been living by for quite some time, probably since I was even in college. This is how I know where I'm at economically. I always know where I'm at based off of this scale. So for those who make $36,000 a year, or somewhere around that number, right? $36,000 a year. I call that the survival number. Now, this is taking into account like paying taxes as well. This is based on taking into account the taxes, right? $36,000 is survival. That is a bare minimum just to survive. Obviously, depending on the state, that won't even that'd be something to even survive off of, right? But in certain places, you can survive, have an actual place to live and everything off of $36,000, right? So that's survival, right? Well, what's that a month? That's $3,000 a month. Well, what is that a day? That is $100 a day, all right? Now, this is really important for those who are entrepreneurs. So understand that as an entrepreneur, your first goal should always be, a lot of entrepreneurs, they're just doing pop-ups, or they're just trying to do stuff online and promote stuff, or they're just, just trying to just figure it out, right? And they make some big money here every once in a while. Maybe they might do an event and might make $1,000, right? Might make doing an event, and might even, if you're a big following, you might do an event and make, $10,000 in a weekend, right? But what are you doing throughout the year on a daily basis is what's going to actually dictate how you're going to live off of this money and how you're going to be able to scale it and grow it over time, right? So for the survival number, it's $100 a day. It's $100 a day. Right? So if you're trying to manifest survival money, especially for your business, $100 a day is what you need to have in your mind. It makes it easy now for your subconscious to say, okay, what can I do? How much am I making now a day? What can I do to get to that $100 mark? Right now, we're looking at the $100,000 mark a year, $100,000 mark a year, the six-figure mark, right? The high value man or woman mark, they may call it, right? At 100,000, this is where you can live a decent life. In most places, you'll be able to live a decent life, right? And that's going to be about $9,000 a month, right? People usually round it up to $10,000, but more accurately, it's a little less than $9,000, but it's about $9,000 a month. Well, how much is that a day that you need to make $9,000 a month to get you into the six-figure range, you only need to make $300 a day. It's just $300 a day, right? Now, a lot of people, they want to make six figures. And the reason what keeps you from making your six figures or manifesting your six figure, a year business or job or whatever is that you don't know how much you need to make a day. This should always be, your prime, after survival. This definitely needs to always be, though, a very prime number in your head is $300 a day. $300 a day, right? And that'll get you into six-figure range. It's that simple. It's that easy, right? So now that your mind has something to focus on, it's easier to manifest because, see, you could say, I want to be a billionaire, a millionaire, I want to make six figures, all these type of things, I want to manifest these things. But if your mind does not understand what that looks like on a monthly or especially on a daily basis, it doesn't know how to bring in the opportunities for you or how to push you in the right direction to quite get it. Manifestation is not just purely, here's $100,000 and it just shows up in your lap the next day. No, it's, there's $100,000. How do I attract the opportunities for you to get that $100,000, right? Well, you got to understand what you need on a daily basis. You need $300 a day. Now, here we have $250,000, $250,000. Right there, I state that is where you will live a comfortable life in pretty much any place that you could be in America. A comfortable life in America is about $250,000 a year. How much is that a month? That's $21,000 a month. But the more important number is, how much is that a day? Well, it's a little less than this, but it's about $700 a day. So now we know to live that $250,000 life where comfort really starts to begin is about $700 a day. Now we're going to some of the big numbers. What about $500,000? About $500,000 here, and obviously it would be double this, but here we put per month. I got $45,000 per month based off of the number of this. To make it more, and you're gonna see why I chose this number instead of putting $1,400. I put $1,500 because we're gonna go into the $1 million status, and just to make it an easier point of reference for your brain to wrap around and to memorize, I put $1,500. So now I'm trying to get $1,500 a day, right? If you get $1,500 a day consistently on average, if you average it out to $1,500 a day, that'll give you a $500,000 lifestyle, right? Which is a pretty good lifestyle, right? Now, for those who want to be millionaires, once again, to make it an easy number to remember, we're looking at, well, $1 million a year. This is really $1,080,000. That's a great lifestyle. That's about $90,000 a month, right? About $90,000 a month, which is almost $100,000 a month. Well, what does that look like per day? The per day is always important. Well, it's very simple. We're looking at $3,000. So for $100,000, you only need to make $300. Just $300 a day on average. But to be a millionaire, you need to make $3,000 a day. Now, ask yourself the question: have I ever made $3,000 in a day? Right? That's a good question. Most people, it's a hell no. You've never made $3,000 a day. Now, have I made $3,000 a day? I have. Right? Have I made it consistently enough to make $1 million? I have not. But I understand what it feels like and what it looks like to make $3,000 in a day. Now, to tell you the truth, a lot of people have made $3,000 in a day. It just wasn't your $3,000. It was the $3,000 for whatever company you were working for. But most people don't pay attention when they're working at a restaurant, whether it's a in-style eating restaurant or a fast food restaurant, whether it's retail, whether it's a dealership or some type of sales company, right? If you pay attention, you'll get to see, okay, in the food industry, what does it look like to make, how much money did McDonald's make today? that I was working at. Oh, $10,000. Okay, well, how busy was that? How many customers did they get today to get them to $10,000? Like when you actually pay attention, okay, you work at, let's say Macy's or Dillard's or J.C. Penney, even though all those kind of going out of business, but or Nike, right? You work at a Nike store, Nike outlet, right? And it's Saturday, and well, let's say it's a regular day, like during the week, and they make $5,000 in sales today. Well, how many shoes were sold to make $5,000, right? If you actually pay attention, you get to see like, okay, maybe you sold yourself. Maybe you sold $1,000 worth of shoes. Maybe you sold $3,000 worth of shoes, right? Do you pay? If you pay attention, you'll actually see that no, I am participating in a world where I am bringing in that type of money. It's just that I may not be owning that money, right? Now, if you get a percentage of that, then you might have to think, okay, well, if I get, let's say, 10% of whatever I'm selling, right? So maybe that's the type of commission you have for whatever business that you're in, whatever job that you have. 10%. Okay, well, how much do I need to sell, right, in order for me to get, $700? Right? That would be what? $7,000. So I need $7,000 in sales in order to make $700 in commissions, and that'll give me $250,000 a year. Okay. And then we'll go into the last one, which is the billionaire status. Those who want to be billionaires. So to make it simple, if it's $90,000 a month for a millionaire, I put 90 million in the building. I say 1,000. In a particular day, 1,000 in a particular day, right? It actually happens you're participating in it all the time. Now, when you get into like trying to make 3 million in a day, well, obviously you need multiple locations now that you have to add up and stuff, and that's that might be a little bit too big for your mind to really absorb it for most people and almost anybody.
No, it was somebody. No, it was somebody on YouTube. They were talking about how they are living in Cali and they don't make as much. Like they had some comments in regards, no question though. They did say they wanted to screenshot the board. Can you see the board? So y'all can screenshot the board if y'all like, real quick. All right.
What was the question I had in Kelly?
He was saying that he makes $2K a week, and he barely gets by.
Okay.
So it wasn't really a question, but I guess he was just not agreeing with what you said.
So for anyone there's nothing to disagree on, because once again, so 2K a week, 8,000 a month is close to.
This lighting is nice.
It's almost $100,000 a year. He said in Cali. Now, obviously, this person, I don't know what they're trying to say. They barely get by. That's cool. I already stated that not every state is the same. There are going to be certain states where it's not going to necessarily be the case where this is enough, money to live on. I also said $36,000 you could survive off of in a lot of places, but there's some places where you cannot survive with that. It just wouldn't be enough. So, statements like that, don't apply, so, which actually makes me not think that the person's making $2K a week consistently, because if they did, they would be in. That means they're intelligent enough to understand, to make us have money. They're intelligent to understand what I said on the board, right? Now on this board, I just put, as far as survival, decent comfort. I mean, yeah, that is subjective to a certain degree depending on where you live. It does not change what these numbers are. So if you're also focused on, well, is that enough money for me to live? That's not the point. The point is to understand, what the focus on number wise to get to where you're trying to get to, right? So if you're making close to $9,000 a month and that's not enough, and you want to go to a more comfortable situation, and maybe for you in the place that you live, 250,000 equals 100,000. Okay, well then, how much money do you need to make a day to get to 250,000? Well, that would be $700. So now you change your mindset to focus on how do I get $700 a day versus the 300 that you're currently, making.
They said it's their salary that's about as consistent as it gets.
What's the salary? Well, then you need to figure out if you're barely living, and if you feel like you're barely living, right? Because I don't know, maybe somebody else with that same amount of money in the same place might feel differently. But if you feel like you can barely survive off of that, well then obviously you need to make more money. Well, if you need to make more money, the question is, well, if you think you need to it's good to understand, okay, how much money do I feel like I need to make, and how much is that per day? You always want to get back to per day, right? And that per day then can also be broken down into what? Per hour, if it's like an hourly type of job and things like that, right? So these are the things to think about. And this is more actually prominent to people who are in business or who want to be entrepreneurs, or even in sales, right? This is more geared towards them, because when it comes to salary jobs, it's, you're just looking at this part, the yearly part. So you're not really, the whole per day part doesn't apply as much to you, or really almost at all, really, I say. So the salary thing doesn't really quite fit for this case. I understand it's more for entrepreneurs and sales.
Wait, we got one more. Vicious Monkey asked, what's the difference between manifestation and infestation? You need to start with infestation of thought before it manifests.
I don't know what that means. It sounds stupid and overly spiritual, and I don't think it's going to, I think it'd be a waste of time me trying to go into that.
Infestation versus manifestation.
Right. I'm already infesting your mind with this right here on the board, so that should be enough, right?
Ashe.
So I got, there's nothing more I can add to that one.
Alrighty. Ashe. And everyone else just said, thank you, great lesson.
Ashe.
Alrighty.
I'm
You headed out today?
Yep, man.
Alrighty.
Take care of the rest.
Gotcha. Alright, baby boos. So it's just me's and you's. I'm gonna play. Yeah, leave it on. I'm gonna see how it look from the bench because I like the way it look. All right, let's see. Yeah, that lighting was kind of nice on him. Let me see what it do for me. Like, if anybody have any questions for me, I will answer. I will answer so y'all could drop your questions. If not, we're gonna go ahead and close out with our nightly read. Yeah, that lighting was real nice. Let me see. What it be? Yeah, I get to put a little closer. I know he be liking it far out. Okay. Well, to his defense, he likes it far out because it be me and him. Okay. Let's see. It's a little, I don't like it. Nope. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Lydia said, off-topic question. Can I be your moderator regularly? I seen it was still on today. Yes. So you have that. That's your role, babe. You have that right unless it's taken away. So yes, and thank you for what you do. We appreciate it. Did anybody have anything else they wanted to say? I'll give y'all a minute or so. You said thank you. Thank you. Lydia, where do you stay? Who we got in the building? What city, state y'all in? As I get the book ready. Like you said, I do have a question for you. What you got? What you got, baby boo? Show me what you got. What is your channel about? Spirituality, essentially. You got New York. You're from New York. Brooklyn, we go hard. Nice. Brooklyn. So we got two Brooklyns here. Lydia and Soul Rocker from Brooklyn. Graffiti said, what are some good intentions to set with the enlightened candle? So anything crown chakra. So strengthening your connection with your spirit guides, your ancestors, the gods, right? Um, Also setting the intention to expand your knowledge around spirituality as a whole, to delve deeper and understand astrology, numerology. Um, Set intentions to open your mind to see the oneness of all energy and its existence. Um, for the enlightened candle, other intentions that would be great are, and just Kai, I ain't forget about you, baby. Intentions are to make peace and even understand those who have different perspectives than you. What's another one? Yeah, those will be a few that I could just think off the top of my crown. uh, yeah, yeah, that'll be it. Not that's it, but that's all I can think of right now. Um, Charlotte, New York. Okay, I guess somebody else wanted to tell where you were from. That's all right. That's cool with me, baby. So I'm gonna go ahead and read, and we're gonna go about our day. Oh man, I call myself kind of light down. Okay, hold on. I ain't hit the bell. All right. All right, babe. So we're gonna go ahead and get our read on for the night, and we're gonna go about our day. So we are on chapter 37, and it's titled Self Mastery. And it reads, if I could sum up in 2 words the purpose of this book, the reason behind all of these chapters, the purpose for why I write, speak, study, teach, and share, the heart behind my motivation, it would have to be these 2 words right here: self mastery. Out of all the things on earth I could ever possibly want, this is the most important to me. This is what I hold most dear. Every day I push myself to get closer and closer to self mastery. Why? For 2 reasons. 1, I never want anyone to be master over me. And 2, only a master of the self can take hold of everything they truly desire in life. In other words, the ultimate empire can only be owned by an individual who has mastered the self. I don't know of anyone who has completely mastered themselves, but I do know of many who have become masters in their field. Eric Thomas has mastered the art of speaking. This is why he never gives a bad speech. It is not that he is too good to fail, it is that he is too committed to fail. He has completely dedicated himself to the art of speaking as well as the message itself. He leaves no rock unturned, no book unread, and no piece of advice unconsidered. He is a master speaker, and like Warren Buffett or John Maxwell, he has completely immersed himself in improving every day on his craft. Why? Because a true master has accepted the role of the forever enrolled student. Okay, we're back, YouTube. Courageous, risk taker, best friends with failure, have awareness of self, selfish, and has no secrets. To clarify, these traits can represent a master within their craft or a master of self. The scale on which this mastery operates depends solely on what you are a master of. Michael Jordan, a master of basketball, may be dominant to the game, oh, my apologies, this is a typo. Michael Jordan, a master of basketball, may dominate the game, but might only be seen as another competitor in the baseball arena. Leonardo DiCaprio may be very aware of himself while on set, but may be completely unaware of what kind of friend he is outside of the big screen. But can anyone truly be a master of self? No. And that's what makes you a master. You never stop progressing, learning, and improving. It becomes your life's work, for what else is life but work? What do you want? What do you desire? What would the ultimate empire look like for you? What would it take to have it? What would you have to sacrifice? How many hours would you dedicate? What would you need to learn? Where would you have to improve the most? Who would you need to know? What would you need to have? How many days in a week would you have to work? Can you do it? Will you do it? To know self-mastery is to know exactly what you want out of life, while you want it, and do exactly what you know or think is necessary to obtain it. It is to be completely selfish. Now, here's the tricky part. Selfishness does not mean unappealing and damaging to others. It simply means to do exactly what it is your heart desires and your mind knows to be true for you. That is how you will build the ultimate empire. Ashe. And that concludes our nightly read. Thanks for vibing with us. Thanks, Leanne, for your compliment. I love y'all so much. Don't forget to head over to CrystalineMars.com for all of your spiritual tools, gems, jewels, and services. And meet us here tomorrow night. Enjoy the rest of your day. Ashe.